I'm Nick Kessler, and I teach shop.
And I'm Brian Fulmer, Nick's buddy and fellow teacher.
When summer comes, we drop the lesson plans and absorb what the open road has to offer.
We hit the highways and byways and drop in on some unexpectedly fantastic places to visit for great getaways.
And we do it in style, riding in my 1968 drop-top caddy.
Our assignment is to give you an inside look on the places we go and the people we meet.
No classroom rules here.
That's right. This is Road Trip Masters.
This week is the last road trip of the season, so we're climbing in the caddy and taking her to a place we call home, Lehigh Valley, PA.
Located just south of the Pocono Mountains, it's about 70 miles north of Philadelphia and west of New York City. Nick, after being on the road for so long, it's great to be back home.
You know what? I can't believe all the great places that we visited.
And the people we met.
Coming back home makes you truly appreciate all the hidden gems that exist in the Lehigh Valley.
Like the Sayre Mansion. You check out the rooms, and I'll check out the grounds.
So I step inside the historic Sayre Mansion and Inn, located in the Fountain Hill section of Bethlehem, PA, to meet up with owner and caretaker Grant.
Robert Sayre built this house for he and his 12 children. He also outlived 4 wives on this property, but it was built large. There was also quarters for staff here.
In all, this historic mansion boasts 22 uniquely situated guest rooms and suites.
The entire first floor is original as he built it in 1858, so the living room is a formal living room for receptions. That's where they held the original church services. The carved fretwork is all from Bethlehem Ironworks. We do a wine tasting out of the wine cellar from 1858 that Mr. Sayre had.
So who exactly was Robert H. Sayre?
He was the first industrialist to locate in South Bethlehem. He wanted to oversee his factories, Bethlehem Ironworks, which of course became Bethlehem Steel.
He was indeed one of Bethlehem's founding fathers with a passion for philanthropy.
He was a founder of St. Luke's Hospital. He founded the Opera in Bethlehem, Bishop Thorpe School for Girls, the First Nativity Episcopal Church. So he was really involved in the social fabric as well as the industrial and architectural fabric of the city of Bethlehem.
And one of the eye-catching characteristics of the mansion is Mr. Sayre's famed library.
He put an addition on in 1897 to house his library collection, which was the largest library collection, or one of the largest in the eastern United States.
And directly above the library is where we had our chat.
We converted it into a suite bedroom for special guests. This very often is used by the bride and groom when we have weddings.
Grant and his wife Jeannie have owned the mansion since 2002.
Now we're a member of Historic Hotels of America. We're members of Select Registry Distinguished Inns of North America.
And it's because of people like you that rescue these buildings, repurpose it, and thankfully, now we have this jewel right here in the Lehigh Valley. You know what, Brian? Right behind us, Bethlehem Steel and Arts Quest.
You're right, and just a short walk away, Musikfest, the largest music festival in our area.
That's right. Bethlehem's annual Grand Jamboree for more than 34 years. I started my feast off at the Couch Potato, a food truck from Hellertown, PA. This truck is owner William's passion.
Truck is actually a U.S. postal truck. We purchased it. We saved up all our money every single year for 10 years. So we actually are bringing Ecuadorian cuisine to the public. Thankfully, everything that we have on our truck is freshly made every single day.
William turns me on to an Ecuadorian staple.
We make what we call our fried mashed potatoes. Sell that with fried egg, as well as top it with a red onion salad.
Listen, I heard these are all your mother's recipes.
Oh yeah, Mom Dukes, he's the one.
Tell you what, William, I don't know how you're not several hundred pounds with your mom cooking like this. You're as skinny as a string bean, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's why everybody tells us the same thing. You guys eat like this at home? Yes, this is basically Mom's cooking. There's no better way to go.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.
That's excellent.
Next, it's Harvest Specialty Catering from Central New Jersey for their signature lobster mac and cheese.
We mix that with our cheeses, our pasta, and our spices here on site, and we're cooking everything fresh right at the festival. 5 or 6 years ago, we had a slightly different recipe, and she tweaked it. And ever since she did, it's been the big hit that we have now.
There you go. How's it going?
The verdict. I'll tell you what. The verdict is this. It's perfect comfort food. You know, you hit that homemade mac and cheese taste, and then the extra bonus at the end is that lobster.
So it's off to the next food truck. It's time to succumb to a sweet treat at Pies to Die For, where Anthony had the vision to come up with a unique twist on an American classic.
Very difficult when people are holding a glass of wine to also have a slice of pie and a plate and a fork. You know, they're not putting that wine glass down, and that's where pie in the cone came from.
And the conveniently thin waffle cone doesn't compromise the pie's taste.
But this seems like such an obvious idea.
It is.
Why didn't I think of this?
Well, it is. And you know what? I think it really is the concept of having great homemade pie.
Me? I'm a cherry pie guy. When RTM returns, Brian and I have an old score to settle. And later, we rock out at a place where it all started.
All that and more
When Road Trip Masters returns. Welcome back to Road Trip Masters. Brian and I are off to Lehigh Valley Sporting Clays. Why, you ask?
Well, Nick, you brought me here.
Absolutely, you know why? Rematch. From last season, season 1 up in Lake Placid, you got me by one target and one target only.
I felt I crushed you.
Well, you did. Anyway, we're here to shoot shotguns. We're here to shoot clay targets. You ready for this rematch?
I'm ready for a new experience, and I'm going to give it a go. Let the games begin.
Let's go, buddy.
I'm nervous. I never shot something like this. I don't know which one I'm shooting, but a little intimidating at first.
Bill, I've been here before, but give Brian the lay of the land here.
Sure. Brian, you're going to be in for a real treat today.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, all the background noise, you hear all the shots. We're going to be shooting sporting clays, which are going to get thrown from different stations. And we call it golf with a shotgun. It's basically, think about a golf course and you go from location to location, and each location we're going to shoot 6 to 8 clay targets. Today we're fully automated. We're using wireless technology to talk from the shooting station to the traps. We have over 120 traps out there in the field. They're all battery operated. Some of them have solar panels on them. And then we have RFID cards that go into the station that energize the traps.
So we go to our first of 5 stations. We'll be shooting on the former grounds of Lehigh Portland Cement Company. Brian, you ready to start this showdown?
Yes,
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Good luck, buddy.
Before I get going, Bill teaches me a thing or two about safety.
This is your safety.
All right.
Your right hand's going to go on the stock here.
Okay.
And you always keep your finger outside the trigger guard till you're ready to pull the trigger.
Sure. Pull! Wow. Holy. Oh.
The old man's Winchester.
Pull!
Take your body and bring your hips back and lean forward into it.
I don't get any pointers. I get nothing. That Bill's helping him every step of the way.
We want our first timers to be happy.
All right, pick that one right off. Bill
Okay.
keeps helping him. This is cheating now.
So Brian, what you want to do on these is that one that's coming at you, you want to shoot it at the top where it just about stops.
Okay.
And then just shoot underneath it a little bit.
Okay.
Hips back, shoulders forward.
Oh, yeah,
Perfect.
4 for 6.
Good pair. Good shooting.
I'll tell you what, putting your hips and don't makes you feel like you're more in the driver's seat.
Exactly. When you shoot a rifle back like this, because you want to anchor yourself, but with a shotgun, you need the elasticity of your waist to swing.
Yeah.
And being weight forward is I've got about 70% of my weight on the front of my left foot.
It's time to put this thing to bed. Gotta distance myself.
Got it.
Pull! Ah, you son of a beeswax. Now he's got my dad's gun and he just cursed it.
I set the jinx on. number I was
Here's the
testing
deal. You can shoot the orange, which is the most difficult.
Well, you know, it's about time we challenge ourselves.
We're athletes, Bill.
That's right. We're gunsmen. I don't even know if that's a term. I missed both of those?
Yeah, this is where I catch up.
It peaks out up there.
Way up top.
Shoot it down here around 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So you want to be to the right,
Okay.
below it. And
I
this
never
one
got
here is
that
the same way.
advice.
You're going to be way
I
under
never
it
got
to
that.
the right.
All right, Brian, last station.
Came down to this.
The rabbit station.
The rascally
Those
rabbits.
wascally wabbits. I tell you what, it's close, though.
Yeah.
You've got some long hair here. You may be pulling it out after this.
Listen, I don't have a personal trainer coach like somebody does, but I'm going to lead each pigeon target by 3 inches with my bead.
Please do that. Exactly 3 inches. Lead each one.
I have this little feeling that Bill was up to something because he was way too quick to agree with me.
I don't know, Nick. You're a little over that one.
Oh! Did I hit the first one?
Not even close.
This is bull crap. Pull!
Oh,
There's the other one.
Now I got my groove.
excuses, excuses.
The hell is it? Damn it, don't do this to me.
Oh, you got that one.
Brian, you got to get 4 out of 6 to beat me, buddy.
I like my chances, but I'm calling a timeout, and I'm bringing in the substitute.
Why?
Yep. Coach is going to take the last 6 for me.
You got it.
I've been had.
There's 2 of your 4.
I didn't see it.
Wait a minute. I signed up to shoot against Brian, not Wild Bill Hickok. No substitutions. Brian, get your gun.
So, did you see how I shot those?
Oh, yeah.
Do the same thing. Okay? With rabbits, you want to shoot below them so
Okay.
the shot slides up into the target. Don't shoot at them.
Okay.
When RTM returns, will Brian make his shots or will he crumble under the pressure?
And we go wild turkey.
Then we go back to where it all began.
You're watching RTM. Don't go away.
Welcome back to Road Trip Masters. Brian needs 4 shots to beat me. Haha, only 4. Will he do it? I don't think so.
Son of
Faster.
1 for 2.
All right,
Needs
come
3.
on. Yeah!
All right.
It's coming down to the last pair. Get there! Oh, those buddies, get!
You got to be kidding me.
I don't believe it. You nailed it.
Guess it's like they always say, coaching, you need it.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was a great experience, and it's a social experience. It gives
is.
you opportunity to hang out, and it's fun. It's great fun.
It is. It's good, safe fun, and for the whole family. Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome. Anytime. Thank you, guys.
Even in the perils of defeat, I still had a great time.
You may have got me this time, Brian, but both of us being athletes,
The competition is always on. Hey, Nick, you know there's nearly 300 farms in the Lehigh Valley? 286 to be exact.
hey, I know, my grandmother's farm was part of that 286, but it doesn't even compare to the farm that we're gonna see, the Jandal family farm.
Does that mean we're gonna start talking turkey?
Brian. Dave Jandal is the 3rd generation owner of Jandal Turkey Farms in Orfield, PA. It all began in the mid-1930s with Dave's father and grandfather.
My grandfather, at the fair in Lancaster County, bought my dad 5 turkeys and bought my aunt, my dad's sister, 5 ducks, and the ducks died. So turkeys.
There you go.
Back in the early 40s, Dave's father and grandfather grew the farm to approximately 1,200 turkeys per year.
However, Fred Jandal took the business to the next level and beyond.
In '65, when my dad bought my grandfather out, it was 200,000, and today, this past year, we grew 825,000. We have 13,000 acres between all our family entities, and we grow corn and soybeans predominantly. We grow the soybeans as the protein component of the turkey's diet, and the corn is the main component in the diet. The turkey will eat 3 pounds of feed to produce 1 pound of dressed meat.
Many millions of turkeys later have given Jandal Farms the opportunity to cross into other ventures.
The turkey operation is the foundation of everything we do. They have about 40 projects going today in the Lehigh Valley, and about 2.5 years ago we acquired the A-Treat Soda Company.
A-Treat is a local favorite, and I love that sarsaparilla.
And it was originally manufactured, bottled in Allentown, correct?
It was manufactured on Union Street in Allentown, and this year is its 100th anniversary.
The Jandal family is not only about turkeys and soda. Strong moral values are in the Jandal lineage.
My mother taught us all that giving back to the community that we service is extremely important.
In addition to contributing to the growth of the Parkland School District and the Jandal Pavilion at the Lehigh Valley Hospital, they've taken on other special interests.
We've got involved in the startup of the Miracle League of the Lehigh Valley, which is a baseball field for the mentally and physically challenged children in the valley, and where 300 kids play each year.
And as Dave takes us on tour of Jandal's newly completed headquarters.
This is our historical hall here, the operations. We got trophies that my dad and grandfather won best dressed turkey.
We run into a familiar family face.
My daughter Joanna.
Hey,
Hey guys, how are you?
Oh, well.
My former teachers.
Absolutely.
Joanna Jandal was a former student of mine.
Joanna's older brother, Luke, spent this past year paying it forward.
This past year, he was nominated for Man of the Year for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We decided to come up with a new event this year called Festival on the Farm and 5K, which benefits Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
How much money were you able to raise?
We raised a total of $329,000.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it was
fantastic.
pretty great. Yeah, my brother actually ended up winning Man of the Year, and he went on nationally for Man of the Year too. He was runner-up.
Such a noble charity. But now, let's talk turkey.
That's right. It's time to meet the stars of the show, the Tom.
This is a Tom turkey pen. They're about 50 weeks old, about 45 pounds, 50 pounds.
It's like a classroom, so if I stop right here and say, class, listen up, they listen.
Nick, you really had those turkeys' attention.
I just wish our students would laugh at our jokes like those turkeys did.
Hey guys, did anybody watch our show?
Turkeys are super curious birds. They're really curious, so any type of motion, animals, humans walking by, lights, anything, they're all gonna drift towards wherever we're moving, so they're gonna follow us.
This is a Tom turkey, and there's about 2,000 Toms in this barn that service about 20,000 eggs.
Since 1962, Jandal Farms has sent 2 grand champion turkeys to the White House each Thanksgiving.
Thanks for everything you've done in the community. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate having you.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure. I think there's one thing left to do.
Here's to you.
Here's to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Still ahead on Road Trip Masters.
We go back to our roots.
That's right, the place where it all began.
Stay buckled up. RTM will be right back.
Welcome back to Road Trip Masters.
You know, Brian, we had a lot of fun this season out on the open road, discovering many overlooked places.
Yes, but it would have never happened if we didn't start at home first.
You're right. Back when we had a local TV show called The Steel, the very first episode was shot at the Leather Corner Post.
Hey, let's go back and rock our roots.
Haha, I thought you'd never ask. So I got a band called Romeo Vegas, and we play at the Leather Corner Post throughout the year, and the food is spot on. My favorite is the grilled chicken quesadilla. I order it every time I play there, but you can't ignore a great burger. My favorite is the Weisenburger. Thick, juicy, and packed with a ton of flavor. Then it's time to head upstairs and get ready for the stage. Time to rock. And that's when Brian walked up to kick things off.
Tonight, we're celebrating our final episodes for Season 2 on national TV.
It's great to be back home rocking with Romeo Vegas and my buddies, and entertaining the people. But what makes this gig even more special is sharing the stage with my son Chris and watching him develop into a fine young musician. So let's recap the highlights of our summer-long road trip.
We traveled to Catskills, New York,
Brattleboro and Rutland, Vermont,
Ashtabula County, Ohio,
Morgantown, West Virginia,
Williamsburg, Virginia,
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Lake Lord, North Carolina, and Rome, Georgia.
Then back home where it all began, in Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley.
That's a ton of miles. God, I love this caddy. So now it's time to break down the caddy triptych this season. Overall, we traveled 8,801 miles, used 685 gallons of fuel, and spent $1,951.76. We met a lot of wonderful people during this season of RTM, but something that Captain Steve said from Lake Lure really stuck with us. And we'd like to leave you with his words of wisdom.
And if you want to go out there and really go after your dreams and stuff, like why are you just like sitting back or waiting till a later time? If I got a chance to do it over a summer as a teacher, I'm going to do it.
Steve is right. And as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. As we put the caddy to bed to rest up for future road trips. To you, our passengers, we couldn't do it without you. Until we meet again on those lonesome highways, I'm Nick Kessler.
And I'm Brian Fulmer. Stay curious, my friends.
Safe travels.